Okay, so section 15.4, we're talking about net profit rate. Okay, so we talked about net profit as a dollar amount, but there's times that people want to know, well, how much are you actually profiting off of an item? So we want to know the net profit rate, that percentage we're actually getting in there. So when we look at net profit rate, we're going to look at finding our net profit and then dividing it by that selling price. Okay, so this is going to give us our net profit rate. So overall on our net profit rate, do realize that this is telling us it's the expense as a percent of our selling price. Okay, so businesses provide us with basic products we consume, such as food, clothing, electronics. You may want to know, okay, what's our net profit rate? You kind of want to know, what are they making off of you? Or as a business owner, you want to know, what are you making off your customers? So if we look at number one talks about a selling price of $119.50. So basically it's talking about bed linens. So getting some expensive bed sheets there. The cost of this is $47 or $44.78. And then they talk about the overhead expense is 40% of the selling price. On this part, it's asking us for markup, overhead, net profit, and net profit rate. Basically, if we wanted to find the net profit rate, we would have to find everything that goes into the net profit and then take it one step more. So they're just breaking it out into parts for us. So if we look at markup, markup's the first thing we have to find in order to find our net profit. We've got to find what markup is. So markup is going to be our selling minus our cost. So we see we have $74.72 there. Overhead then, remember our overhead was 40% the selling price, so we take our selling price of $119.50 multiplied by 40%, or 0.4, we get $47.80. Net profit then, for net profit we're going to take our markup minus our overhead, and then so that's $26.92. Now that we have our net profit, we can now figure out our net profit rate. So that net profit rate is going to be taking our overall net profit dividing by the selling price. So we're seeing 22.5%. So what this is talking about that, hey, 22.5% of our sale on this particular bed linens is going to be profit for us. This is actually net profit coming back to us. So as this number is larger, you're going to be able to get more investors to help you or come in because they're really going to see you as a profitable business. So if we move on then, let's take a look then at number 13. Okay, so on number 13, so this is page 568. It talks about a deli purchases apple butter for $2.03 a jar. It then sells the apple butter for $3.59 a jar. The deli estimates the overhead to be 25% of the selling price. It asks us then, what is the net profit rate of each jar of apple butter? So we want that net profit rate. Okay, we want to know what is this net profit rate? What's this percent that we're actually seeing profit on this jar of apple butter? So we're going to find that markup first. So that markup, we're going to take our selling minus cost. We see our markup as $1.56. Then we got to find our overhead expense. Our overhead expense is 25% or 0.25 times our selling price. So we see 0.8975, so that's 90 cents. Now we're going to find our net profit. So net profit, we're going to take that markup minus the expense, our overhead right here. So we're seeing that we're actually profiting 66 cents per jar. So then our net profit rate, we're going to take 66 cents divided by our selling price, so 3.59. we see that we get 0.184, so that is 18.4%. So basically we're seeing that we're profiting 18.4% on this item. Okay, so once again, a lot of this depends upon what's the cost, what are we buying these apple butter, what are we buying it for, what are we selling it at then, how much expense do we have in our business. As you get more and more employees, this expense goes up, but if you could sell more and more because of that, it might stay the same. So it's all going to depend upon your business and what continues on as we keep going through this. Once again, this is a good number to know and reference towards, just for the fact that it's really telling us percent that we're making on an item and truly getting to our business or into your pocket versus going back to the company just to pay out everything that goes into your business.